Only Club. Pony Club. Another frigid January evening in Fishers, Indiana for Major League Volleyball. It's the second of a four-match homestand for the Indy Ignite, welcoming in the Atlanta Vibe, fresh off of a pair of five-set losses coming into the night. Hello, everyone. We welcome you inside the Fishers Event Center. Bria Losick and Noah Reed with you. Despite the home opener loss for Indy, still 3-1 with 3 road wins to begin the season. And Lauren Bertolacci said all of the pieces are there. It's just about getting them to mesh together.
Yeah, if you're Indy, you would have liked to go undefeated in this league, but that wasn't going to happen with all of this parity. So they got that loss out of the way. It's really getting all of the pin hitters and the middles on the same page. And they hit into the block 16 times against the Supernovas. That has to change. They got to get a little bit more crafty and creative.
Now, the opponent coming into the building tonight, the Atlanta Vibe, a little bit of a homecoming of sorts for Raven Colvin, who's from Indianapolis, a Purdue grad, and has been really good to begin the season.
Yeah, Colvin had 1,000 plus career kills for the Purdue Boilermakers, and this is one of those matches that you live for, coming back to this area about an hour away. She is a menace defensively, and she leads the MLV in total blocks with 19 so far.
On the other side for the Indy Ignite, one of the best players in the entire league, Johnny Teeler. She is a walking double-double.
One of the best, like you said, and one of the most athletic. She can do it in so many different ways. She creates insane angles with her body. You see it right there. She leads the team in points per set and total kills. She is a difference maker, especially going deep with her range. 16
kills, a team high in that loss to Omaha over the weekend. Had 15 kills and 11 digs, her average against Atlanta last year. She was really good against this Vibe team, and they'll need her to be again tonight. Well, Bird Kuhn, who was a former head coach, joins this Atlanta staff as an assistant coach. Was an interim with the Omaha Supernovas when they won the league 2 years ago, led them to the 1 seed in the playoffs a season ago, now steps into the assistant coach and GM role here in Atlanta.
And I love how different Major League teams are starting to have more of that GM role. We've seen it with a couple, and she's the perfect example of someone that fits well as a coach and a GM. People that have worked with her, staff and players, just describe her as contagious. And being from the Omaha area myself, I know how all of the Supernovas fans felt about her. She was awesome in the community, so she's definitely someone that you want on your side.
Go inside the Fishers Event Center tonight, the second of 4 straight here at home for the Indy Ignite, who have opened the season 3-1. An opportunity with several home matches in a row to get out to a great start. The Atlanta Vibe, meanwhile, 2 straight losses, both of them in 5 sets, trying to get back to 500 tonight. First swing of the day is from Pia Timmer. It's up. Here's Teeler on the far pin, and she buries it on the back line. First point to the Indy Ignite.
Johnny Teeler already starting off the night hot, going deep to the backcourt. She saw it open, and that just shows her volleyball IQ. She sees so much on the court.
There's so much pop on that swing, too, to give Indy the early lead. Back row touch is dug up by Lecator member Mena. Swing from Kayla Lund. She tools the block, and Indy's up 2-0 early. Kayla Lund, a 4-time All-American at Pitt, was a part of that first ever Final Four team for the Panthers. Serve finds the line, and it's an ace for Mia Tuaninga.
That serve was blistering. I mean, I didn't know what to do other than just look at it, and that was the same for the Vibe players.
What a start in front of the home fans tonight for the Ignite. Back-to-back aces. Tuaninga, what a start tonight in the first 4 points.
She said, count it again. And my favorite part about her game is just how fiery she is and how fun. I mean, she plays really, really loose, and you can see that in her celebrations and just how she carries herself on the court.
Will not get another one this time. Down the line, was not touched. Point Indy, and it's a 5-0 start to the opening set.
And after a performance that they weren't exactly proud of against Omaha, this is an insane start for the Ignite. 4-0 and already forcing a timeout.
Already a timeout for the Vibe, just 5 points in. Tuaninga with a pair of aces. She had 3 total in the first 4 matches of the season, had 2 on back-to-back points for this Indy Ignite team to open up a 5-0 lead. And coming off of a loss in this building, Bria, I don't think you could ask for any better of a start.
Serving aggressively is part of the game plan, and you're going to have a little bit of give and take. You're going to have some errors, but also some aces and highlight moments like that.
Well, the word was aggressive from both Lauren Bertolacci and from the players on this Indy Ignite team after the 4-set loss. Said they weren't themselves, they weren't aggressive, and clearly they've come out aggressive on the first 5 points of this first set. Tuaninga stays behind the service line out to a 5-0 lead. Carlson with a quick set in the middle, and there's the first point for the Vibe out of the timeout.
A great side out for the Vibe. Very much needed to get Tuaninga off of the service line. And that was a good quick set to the middle, get the tempo started.
So it sends Pia Timmer back behind the service line, tied for team lead with 5 aces on the year. Adjustment mid-air and into the net was Teeler. So back-to-back for Atlanta after the 5-0 Indy start. Timeout did its job for Atlanta. Down big early. They've scored a couple in a row. Tuaninga goes right back to Teeler. She splits the block for the kill.
That was a tough serve, too, to handle, but Indy did a great job on the reception end. You see member Mena, perfect pass, setting up Teeler.
Right out of the middle. That's upped. Carlson stays in the middle with Corey Lewis. Teeler roll shot, picked up by McKissick to libero. Back row swing for Timmer, and she spins it off the block of Bodazat.
The tempo is quick, quick, quick on both sides. Indy, one of the fastest teams in the league, but the Vibe are matching that and almost setting it after that timeout.
3 of the last 4 points have gone to Atlanta after that timeout. Lecator, member Mena drills it down the line for the kill.
Member Mena has such a heavy arm. She uses her power. One of the more undersized hitters in this league, but that's not used as a negative. That just shows more of how she has to utilize her game and how athletic she is.
Overpass and out of the middle. It's Blake Moeller, the Purdue grad, with the kill.
You would not think that the last time the Ignite were in this building that they were handed a loss, especially a 3-1 loss by Omaha. I mean, they were playing loose.
Did get out to a good start in that loss against Omaha. They won the first set before losing the next 3. McKissick with the dig. Stuffed away. It's Moeller and Taylor combining for the block.
Take another look at this here. Blake Moeller coming in and shutting it down. You see that inside hand snapping down, and she knew it right away.
All smiles after that, blocking Leah Edmond. 4.5 kills per set. Now on the slide, upped by Lund. Member Mena zips it cross court and plants it in the corner for the kill.
Her last shot, she went line. So what do you do the next time you go cross court? Her game and the range she has is incredible.
You brought up the same point with Teeler, but just the awareness to know where to go with that.
They're the 1-2 punch that this Ignite team dreams of.
Carlson sets far pin. Edmond again is turned away by Moeller. Free ball this time from Edmond. Blake Moeller out of the middle. What a start for Blake Moeller.
A huge block and then a hit with just as much power. Blake Moeller dominating so far.
2 kills and a block for Blake Moeller and this Indy Ignite team with a 5-0 run, up 11-3. Bump set McKissick. Edmond dug up by Lund. Overpass is dropped down by Leah Edmond. Her first kill of the night pulls the Vibe back within 7.
15 points in, and I can't believe you just said first kill of the night for Leah Edmond.
Yeah, typically does not take that long for Leah Edmond, former MVP of the league. Kuaninga goes right to Moeller in the middle. Edmond on the pin. Teeler off the back set. McKissick's there to play it. Overpass. Teeler hammers it right to McKissick. Indy with a chance in system. This is Teeler, dug up in the back. Carlson has to chase, and a free ball. Edmond at the pin, denied by Ajani Teeler.
Ajani Teeler was there to meet them at the net. A little tight out of system, and she met the moment.
Little bit of help from the tape on the serve for Teeler.
Indy is serving so well to start this match off, and coming in, Atlanta is second in the league in aces, and we thought that would be the serving prowess today.
This one goes right into the net from Teeler, but you're right, Indy Ignite with 3 aces already in this opening set. Average just under 1%, but what a start it's been for Teeler. Kuaninga. Lecator. Member Mena rips it cross court.
Second time she's went cross court tonight, gets inside of the blockers and just puts everything on it.
She rotates back to serve now, and that serve can be lethal. Timmer dug up by Member Mena. Tight to the net, Joust poked onto the Atlanta side. Lund into the block, she's rejected. It's Aiko Jones up front.
We've seen a couple of great moments from the Atlanta block. See it here, it was a little off kilter by Lund and predictable there on Indy's side.
It was more Colvin than it was Jones with the block. Lena Scott goes to Lund to push back, and Lund was in the net. Point Atlanta. Back set, Moeller off the slide, drills it straight through the Atlanta defense.
Blake Moeller has made her presence known in the front row so far, and the slide has always been her bread and butter. Goes on the outside of that block. Beautiful execution one-on-one.
Great play by Moeller there in the back row defensively. Now Lund at the 10-foot line. Back row, touch. Oh, Ajani Teeler laying out for it, but it just flies wide of the line. Point Atlanta.
Even though it went out, Ajani Teeler laying out and showing that athleticism that she has. She's not only such a factor on offense, but she's able to cover so many areas of the court.
Lauren Bertolacci told us this morning, too, she hasn't even scratched the surface. They're just waiting for her to go off. She's had some great numbers to begin the season, but thinks there's a lot more in her.
That's scary.
Yeah, it is. Taylor down the line, point Indy. As good of a start as you can ask for in set one, up by 8. We'll be right back. This is brought to you by Lilly, a medicine company. Major League Volleyball is brought to you by Lilly, a medicine company. The Indy Ignite off to a great start tonight at home, up 16-8 in front of the home fans in set one. Mia Tuaninga with the serve here. She opened up on a 5-0 service run to start the match. But that ends after just one serve. It's Dixon up front for Atlanta with the kill.
A much-needed side out for the Vibe, and also a great adjustment with Tuaninga at the line. Ellie McKissick, the libero, shaded over and serve receive to get that ball first.
And Pia Timmer serving now for the Vibe. Back set, this is Lund on the pin, and McKissick can't slide over in time. Point Indy.
Kayla Lund did a great job of identifying where the blockers were. They were giving her a little bit too much on the side.
It was a quiet match last time out against Omaha for Kayla Lund, but the match before that against Orlando, 14 kills, 13 digs, her first double-double. And Lauren Bertolacci, her head coach, said, might be the most underrated outside hitter in the league, said she has been fantastic for us to begin the season. Thinking there might be some sort of technology issue. Now we're ready to play. A little bit of a delay. But here we go with Kayla Lund after the kill, back to serve. Edmond cross court, dug up by Elena Scott. Here's member Mena. Chased down by McKissick. What an effort! Member Mena cross court, a little bit too long. Point Atlanta.
All the credit goes to McKissick on that last point. You see it here, lays out one-handed dig and continues the rally. And I just love her story. She didn't get drafted out of college and had to wait her turn before the Valkyries finally picked her up.
Yeah, signed mid-season with Orlando last year after being Florida's all-time leader in digs in a career. More than 2,100, and the Atlanta Vibe add to it a couple in a row, and they've pulled within 6 after Indy has controlled this entire first set. Can't chase it down. Atlanta's first ace of the night. The Ignite take a timeout here with Atlanta going on a bit of a run to pull back within 5. And after a large majority of this first set has been dominated by the Ignite, Atlanta's right in this thing.
And the serve and pass was Indy's kryptonite against Omaha in their last match. And you're starting to see that creep a little bit in these last couple of points.
Indy has led by as many as 8 in this opening set. Atlanta quickly gets it down to 5 with 3 straight. An Atlanta team that has played in 3 straight 5-setters. They won the first one, lost each of the last 2, but they do have a little bit of extended rest because their last match over the weekend that they were supposed to play got postponed because of the winter storm that came through. So Kayla Banworth said, we got a little bit of a mini training camp, allowed us to focus on our offense a little bit more, spent some time on the block as well, but she said 4 really good days of practice leading into this one.
Yeah, it doesn't mess up your schedule too much. It's only a week difference there in playing a game, but also at that point, I mean, that extra practice and getting that chemistry together, especially so early in the season.
Serve goes into the net from Corey Lewis out of the timeout. Well, I know it's still early, but when you've played 3 straight 5-setters, I'm sure maybe a couple extra days off is pretty welcomed.
Rest the legs for sure.
Yeah. Bodazat serving. Tied to the net. Moeller pokes it down, and Indy scored 2 in a row out of the timeout.
Mueller has been playing really smart. That last play, just rolling it down. She's been able to read the ball so well so far.
Oh, nearly an ace from Bodizat. Back set, Dixon goes roll shot, pokes it into the block. Right back to Dixon, cross court, upped by Taylor. Diving play, couldn't keep it alive. Point Atlanta.
Sorry. Lots of chaos going on all over the court. Put us in, coach.
Yeah. Look at the effort from Mia Tuaninga crashing into our broadcast table.
Hey, I'm just glad they didn't get the double chin of myself and you in there.
Back set, Taylor pops it up off the block. Carlson back row to Timmer, upped by Tuaninga. Lecator, remember Mena spins it off the block. Point Indy and the Ignite are the first to 20.
Indy getting in that red zone, and after letting the Vibe go on a little bit of a run, it's member Mena that uses some finesse to get inside the block.
7-point cushion here for the Ignite. From the middle, Raven Colvin, the Indianapolis native, with the kill for the Atlanta Vibe.
We mentioned her in the open and how much she's able to really be a factor defensively, but offensively, she's someone that Coach Banworth really wants to get started more.
Yeah, she said her and the rest of the middles, they really need them to get going offensively. Sliding play there from Leah Edmond. Free ball back to the Ignite, and Indy with a chance in system, looking to member Mena, who has to use the left hand. Into the block! Blake Mueller and Lecator, member Mena again!
I mean, take another look at that. It's the inside hand once again for Blake Mueller, and she is shutting it down, playing so physical at the net.
4 kills, 2 blocks in this opening set already for Blake Mueller. This is Timmer. Back set. Taylor lets it rip down the line for the kill.
And we're starting to see that 1-2 punch more that Indy loves so much of member Mena and Taylor. It's one after the other, and they're both so effective on both pins.
Becoming a 1-2-3 punch in this set, the way Blake Mueller's playing.
And that's what we highlighted in the open, is getting everyone involved and having it be one cohesive unit.
4th ace of this first set for Indy. It's Lecator, member Mena, with her first. McKissick comes charging in. From the center, Raven Colvin again.
That was smart by member Mena to mix it up with her serve and go for a slower tempo there, but McKissick able to read it well, and it sets up her offense.
Serve found the line, buried it in the corner. Perfectly placed ball that time from Colvin.
Indy wants that one back. They all stopped for a moment and then kind of said, okay, next one. But we've seen a couple of those on both sides dotting the line.
Elena Scott able to make the play. Mueller off the slide, dug up. Back row is blocked. Jones goes off speed. Back set from Scott, sails long from Lund. No touch, point Atlanta. And I think we're gonna take a look at it.
As soon as every single Indy Ignite player's hand went up, I knew that buzzer was coming.
Let's see. Indy is challenging for the block touch.
Looking for any finger bending or movement change on the ball.
I didn't see anything there. I don't know if you did. Maybe.
There's a better look at it there.
Call is confirmed. challenge unsuccessful for the Indy Ignite. So point Atlanta. Scores Tay 23-17. And Johnny Teeler pointed up at the Jumbotron, said, didn't her finger move right there? Well, they don't get the call. Dumped over. Timmer, far pin, up by Scott. Back row touch, Lekator member Mena snaps it through the defense.
First time Tuninga has ran the Bic, and it's to perfection. Member Mena exploding out of the back row.
Team high 5 kills in this first set for Lekator member Mena, and Indy has set point. Dug up by Teeler. Chance for Lund to end it. She's blocked back, and Atlanta stays alive in set 1.
Atlanta's block has really been the bright spot for them in this set number 1.
It's Aiko Jones behind the line trying to go on a run, facing set point. Carlson, nice adjustment mid-air. Timmer down the line, and it's wide left. A dominant first set for the Indy Ignite, winning it 25-18. At home, set 1 to the Indy Ignite, and a set brought to you by Lilly, a medicine company.
The roar of the crowd, the power in every swing, the grit of each play. There's no doubt we play with fire. Tickets are on sale now to see the Indy Ignite. Whether you're looking for a fun time with family or a great night out with friends, join the fan firestorm at Fisher's Event Center this season to watch Indy Ignite continue to make history as Indiana's first professional women's volleyball team. Get your tickets today at IndyIgniteVB.com.
Caleb Anworth's team silencing the skeptics.
We have had a phenomenal team as we look to bring home a championship in season 3.
We're continuing to get better, and I'm really excited because we haven't played our best volleyball yet.
You've got to get off the couch, off the phone, and join thousands of other screaming fans for a nail-biting, heart-pounding, in-person experience you have to see to believe. It's the NCAA D1 Women's Volleyball Championship. Sign up for pre-sale news and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
Every match is a new opportunity. Every win brings you one step closer to becoming a champion. This is Major League Volleyball, where the sport's top stars take the court to compete for greatness. Keep watching. It's not just a sport, it's a calling. At Spalding, we've spent years crafting high-quality equipment that honors that passion. As the official net system supplier to Major League Volleyball, we're proud to support the game at its highest level, where precision, durability, and performance matter most. Because when you give your all, you deserve equipment that does too. Spalding Volleyball, trusted by generations, built for champions.
Pony Club.
Start of the second set inside the Fisher's Event Center. Caleb Anworth, in her second year as the head coach of the Atlanta Vibe, led them to the 2 seed in the league last year before losing in the semifinals. Off to a 2-3 start, said we should be 5-0. They feel like they have given a few of these matches away in a row, trying to right the ship tonight on the road against an Indy Ignite team. It's led by Lauren Bertolacci, her first year as the head coach. Won 3 straight road matches to begin the season before dropping the home opener to Omaha on Saturday, but it's all smiles right now, and rightfully so after a set 1 win.
And you talk about Bertolacci and coming in and establishing this new style of play for Indy this season. She has so much international experience coaching, and you can really see that in their offense. The tempo is up, and they're playing so much more fast, and it's really exciting volleyball to watch.
Jumped out to a 5-0 lead in that first set, and the Ignite never looked back. Had 4 aces in that opening set, and it was a trio of Lekator Member-Mena, Ajani Teeler, and Blake Muller, who combined for 13 kills in that first set. Avery Carlson, the setter, to serve. Ajani Teeler down the line, dug up by McKissick, but it flies out of play, and Indy opens set 2 with a point.
And starting off right where they left off with Ajani Teeler, now with 5 kills. And you mentioned how it was pretty spread out between Teeler, Member-Mena, and Moeller.
Raven Colvin from the middle with the point.
And there's that quick set to the middle to get that involved.
She's been playing really well as of late, more than 6 kills and 4 blocks per match over the last 3. McKissick goes lunging after it. Timmer, upped by a moment by Kayla Lund, but it's a point Atlanta, and the Vibe for the first time today have a lead. Leah Edmonds serving. She was really quiet in that opening set. Bodizat could find the corner. Point Indy.
See that great visual there, just clips the corner. Challenging the backcourt.
The 9th-year pro out of Italy, Bodizat. Serve goes long from Lund, point Atlanta. And Raven Colvin has been so good in the front line offensively. Back to serve. She goes into the net, gives the point right back to Indy, and it's tied 3-3 early in set 2.
Sometimes the hardest serve to get over is when the other team just served it also long.
Trade a couple service errors, and Bodizat back behind the line to serve. Wide right, 3 straight service errors now between the 2 teams.
I think we talked up the aces so much that it started to affect them a little bit.
We saw 5 combined between the 2 teams in the first set, 4 of them coming from the Ignite. There's an ace. Third of the season for Aiko Jones, who is a 5-time All-ACC selection at Louisville. Lekator Member-Mena zips it cross court, and it's a kill. Just got a piece of that line.
Member-Mena taking it into her own hands.
Carlson has a long run for it. This is Timmer down the line, upped by Lund. Member-Mena gets a good swing on it, but right into the net. Point Atlanta, and the lead stretches for the Vibe to 2.
Especially on that last point, you can tell that Indy is not playing as loose as they were in set 1. All out of sorts and out of system in that last point, but overall just not playing as loose.
Member-Mena swatted back. Elena Scott, what a play. Blocked back by Member-Mena. Free ball from Atlanta. Lekator Member-Mena down the line. All set up by Elena Scott with an incredible dig to start the point.
Member-Mena turning her body and going line, and you mentioned Elena Scott and that up that she had, but also in the next sequence, she just passed a dime, and that's what set it up. So it's not always the flashy plays that she has. She's just that good all the time.
Back row touch for Timmer, goes off speed, and it's Scott again diving after it. Cross court swing, Tuaninga goes long at point Atlanta. Comes Corey Lewis, second-year pro out of Florida State. Long on the serve. It's been a story for both teams early in this second set. The service errors. Leah Edmond dug up in the back row. Back set. Taylor. Played by McKissick. Jones, too tall, no touch, point Indy. Carlson goes to Edmond, roll shots picked up. Lund on the far pin. Atlanta scrambles and sends a free ball over. Quick set out the middle is rejected. Raven Colvin with the defense.
And you watch it right here. Raven Colvin just sets up one-on-one. You saw it all the way through. And she gets up and physical at the net.
Kayla Banworth said we want her more involved. They're starting to get her more involved, and Atlanta gets the point on an ace. Just a piece of that line. The ace from Avery Carlson. Lecator member Mena dug up by McKissick. Back row swing, Timmer. Scott can't get there. Point Atlanta.
Both teams getting a little bit more creative now with their attacks, and the Vibes sprinkling in some back row.
It's given them a 2-point lead here in set 2 after losing the first 25-18. Touch for Lund, pushed it right into the block. Now a free ball over that sails wide of the line. The largest lead Atlanta has had at any point tonight.
And you wonder if Indy will call a timeout soon or just play through it and try to figure it out.
Played so loose and so free in that first set. Got up 5-0, and it was really never in danger. McKissick lunges after it. Indy gets a much-needed point to trim the deficit to 3.
Much needed side out here and getting the middles involved. Quick off of Colvin's hand and way to tool it off the block by Bodizot.
Jones into the block. Bum set McKissick. Jones gets another swing and rips it through. Forget that off-speed stuff, she said.
And it was predictable. Back-to-back bump sets to the left pin. She knew she had to rip it there.
Blocked right back, stays up. Says Lund down the line. McKissick with the one-arm dig. Timmer off the hands. Bodizot rejected. An 8-1 run for Atlanta.
And once again, it's Colvin at the net.
Timeout taken by the Indy Ignite, down by 5 in this second set. Feels like a very different Atlanta Vibe team in this second set compared to what we saw in the first.
They definitely feel a lot more in rhythm. They're mixing up their shots and also have really established their presence at the net. The block numbers aren't totally up in set number 2 just yet, but even just getting those block touches and being a presence and forcing Indy to have to work around them.
8 of the last 9 points been scored by Atlanta after the Indy Ignite cruised to a first set win. 25-18. They jumped out to that 5-0 lead in the first set, and then the lead was never smaller than 3 at any point the rest of the way. Back set, Lund pushes it into the block. Carlson goes into the middle. Raven Colvin, she has been so good both offensively and defensively for the Vibe.
Before the timeout, she had that huge block, and now you see her getting more involved on offense.
Back set to Lund down the line, point Indy. Kill for Kayla Lund. She rotates back to serve. Overpass, Bodazat drills it.
A rare overpass by McKissick, the libero for the Vibe, and Bodazat just said, okay, I'll take that. It's always one of your favorites when you're a middle.
As easy of a kill as she'll get tonight. Timmer, it's upped by Elena Scott. Lecator member Mena rejected, picked up. Roll shot, Elena Scott diving after it again for another dig. Lecator member Mena is denied. Atlanta thought they should have the point earlier on Teeler going over the net, but the Vibe regardless win the point.
Coach Banworth still having a conversation with the R1, and even though they get the point, just wanting to establish that.
Don't miss it again, she said. Raven Colvin serving 4 kills on 6 swings for her, but her serve goes wide, and the service error gives the point back to the Ignite.
I remember Mena thought about it. She hesitated for a second before letting it go, and if you're on serve receive, that's kind of the vibe so far, is there's been so many aces, and even if you think it's going out, do you really know?
Well, set 1 was the set of aces. This set feels like the set of errors as Indy gives it right back to Atlanta. Playing much better than in set 2 than they were in the first, up 16-11. It's brought to you by Lilly, a medicine company. What a response it's been for the Atlanta Vibe in set 2 after losing the first by 7. They are out to a 16-11 lead, trying to even it at a set apiece on the road. To Aninga with a back set. Teeler, roll shot. Great diving effort. Teeler on the swing. Shields chases down. Dixon the free ball over. Teeler dug up by Shields. And Timmer couldn't play it before the antenna. Point Indy, but what a great effort defensively from the Vibe on that point.
tremendous defense all around. It felt like it was pinballing every second, and just unfortunate for the Vibe that they couldn't finish out that point. But they've been covering so much court, and it's not just one player. It's 2 or 3 of them that got involved defensively.
Indy has cut the deficit down to 4, about halfway through this second set. Havili serving. Off speed from Timmer, it works. Oh, Elena Scott again. Moeller plays it out of the net. Timmer rejected. The back row defense from Elena Scott, the front row defense from Blake Moeller.
I mean, just taking a moment for this defense for Indy. Scrambling all around, but Moeller stays calm, cool, and collected. Redirects for the solo block.
I mean, incredible all-around defensive point for the Ignite. Now it's Lund diving after it. Lecator member Mena off speed. Timmer far pin, cross court, dug up. Dixon pushes it right into the block. Dixon another swing, tools the block, point Atlanta.
Dixon did a great job of adjusting there, going right back at the block on the pin. Gets that outside hand.
McKissick scoops it up. Timmer back row, right into the block of the Ignite. Timmer another back row swing, spins it off the block.
And how about Timmer going up against that triple block from Indy back-to-back times in the back row?
Her head coach Caleb Banworth said she reads the game at such an elite level, very high volleyball IQ. Indy gets the point back. That's Cameron Hanna. First time we've seen her tonight. She rolls it off the Atlanta block.
And Coach Bertolacci is not afraid to mix up the lineup. We saw that against Omaha last time out. In sets 2 and 3, when things weren't going Indy's way, there were a lot of changes on the floor.
Serve from Lecator member Mena goes long. We have seen Anise Havili in as the setter now in this second set for the Ignite. Cameron Hanna as well, so a couple changes that Bria just alluded to. It's Moeller from the middle. Sliding dig from Anna Dixon. Edmond. Lena Scott's there to play it. Here's Lund. Point Indy.
Lund able to terminate, but what's so impressive about that point is the number of times that Indy was able to cover their block, and it sets up Lund perfectly.
The Ignite have been able to cut it down to 4 a couple different times, but anytime they've gotten here, Atlanta's had a response. Short serve from Moeller into the net. The Vibe have hit the red zone up 5.
Substitution for Atlanta, number 2, Avery Carlson. Number 15,
Avery Carlson checks back in to serve here for Atlanta, the ACC Setter of the Year this past season with SMU, here in her rookie season with Atlanta. Havili, back set. Hanna, McKissick's there. Indy scrambling. This is Lund. They say no touch, point Vibe.
A couple of different Indy players pleading that, no, I think there was a touch there, communicating with their coach.
And Lauren Bertolacci said, we'll take a look at it. They were unsuccessful on their challenge in the opening set. And down by 6 late in set 2, need something to go their way here to avoid being tied up at a set apiece.
There's a closer look at it there.
Challenge is unsuccessful. They say no touch. Point stays with Atlanta, and the Vibe have a 6-point lead here in the late stages of the second set.
Review, the challenge is unsuccessful. Point, Atlanta.
Lund rejected back. It's Lund again, and she's denied. Aiko Jones up front.
Aiko Jones said, okay, run it back.
It forces an Indy timeout.
Organization of the night is Boys and Girls Club of Indianapolis.
4 blocks in this set for Atlanta. The defense has shown up in a big way. They've scored 3 straight and have a 7-point lead, trying to tie it up at a set apiece.
And this is what Indy struggled with against Omaha last time out. They were blocked 16 times. And those numbers are already piling up here for the Vibe. Like you said, 4 in this set. Now a total of 8, so 4 and 4. I mean, they're pretty consistent. The block has definitely been the best part of their game.
Substitution for your night. Number 4, Amani Bush.
Amani Bush checking in for Indy. Have not seen Anna DeBeer at all tonight. She tweaked her ankle a little bit in the Omaha match on Saturday. Lauren Bertolacci said it's more precautionary than anything. Thought she might go, knew she wouldn't start. Hannah cross court, dug up by Carlson. Edmond into the block. She tools the block. Point Atlanta.
Leah Edmond leads this team in points and kills in a number of different categories and also in the league. And she's usually a name that you're calling over and over again. She's been a little quiet in this match.
Yeah, it's been the others for the Vibe so far through the first 2 sets, including Aiko Jones, who goes off speed. Lydia Martin from the middle. Couldn't quite find the line. Just long, a point Atlanta, and the Vibe have 9 set points to work with. Five straight for the Vibe since this was 1915, and they got a chance to close it out here, but it won't happen on that point. Service error.
Set point number 2. Cameron Hanna, the serve.
Cameron Hanna to serve, a national champion at Penn State a couple of years ago. Into the net, and that ends set 2. After losing set 1 in rather dominant fashion too, Bria, you gotta like the response of Atlanta on the road. Set 2, right the ship quickly and tied at 1 set apiece.
And they seemed pretty comfortable throughout, went on a number of different runs, and this Atlanta team not only hit more efficiently in set number 2, but once again, getting 4 blocks, they were able to establish a presence at the net.
25-16 the win in set 2 to even this at a set apiece. So even at a set apiece after winning the first, Indy takes set 1 25-18, lose set 2 25-16, and now Lauren Bertolacci joins us, the head coach of the Indy Ignite. Coach, starting with set 1, you guys open up a 5-0 lead, cruise to that win. How important was that start tonight?
I mean, every set we can get is important. It's always going to be a tough game, so being 1-1 is an okay position, but I didn't like what we showed in the second set, so we've got a lot of work to do.
Atlanta able to establish their presence at the net, 8 blocks so far. What are you doing to have that be addressed with your hitters?
Yeah, we need to use a little bit more range and also adjust some setting options. We have a good game plan and ready to go, so I think we can come out in the next set using that a little bit more.
Coach, thanks so much for the time. Really appreciate it. Good luck the rest of the way. That is Lauren Bertolacci after her team takes set 1, loses set 2, and we are even at 1 apiece through the first 2 sets. Third set coming up next, brought to you by Lilly, a medicine company.
The roar of the crowd, the power in every swing, the grit of each play. There's no doubt we play with fire. Tickets are on sale now to see the Indy Ignite. Whether you're looking for a fun time with family or a great night out with friends, join the fan firestorm at Fisher's Event Center this season to watch Indy Ignite continue to make history as Indiana's first professional women's volleyball team. Get your tickets today at IndyIgniteVB.com.
If you love the speed, the power, the pure electricity of NCAA volleyball, experience it at the next level with the Atlanta Vibe. Watch world-class athletes firing rockets from the service line, diving for impossible saves, and battling point for point in the most exciting volleyball atmosphere anywhere. Catch the vibe and get tickets now.
You've got to get off the couch, off the phone, and join thousands of other screaming fans for a nail-biting, heart-pounding, in-person experience you have to see to believe. It's the NCAA D1 Women's Volleyball Championship. Sign up for pre-sale news and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
Every match is a new opportunity. Every win brings you one step closer to becoming a champion. This is Major League Volleyball, where the sport's top stars take the court to compete for greatness. Keep watching. It's not just a sport, it's a calling. At Spalding, we've spent years crafting high-quality equipment that honors that passion. As the official net system supplier to Major League Volleyball, we're proud to support the game at its highest level, where precision, durability, and performance matter most. Because when you give your all, you deserve equipment that does too. Spalding Volleyball, trusted by generations, built for champions. What's our vibe? It's explosive, it's powerful, it's fun. Every serve hits hard, every block hits harder. This is Atlanta's pro volleyball team, all ATL, all vibe. The energy is unmatched. Come see what the hype is about. Catch the vibe and get tickets now at atlantavibe.com.
2 sets in inside the Fisher's Event Center, and we are tied at 1 apiece between Atlanta and Indy. Highlights and stats coming up next, brought to you by Lilly, a medicine company.
The roar of the crowd, the power in every swing, the grit of each play. There's no doubt we play with fire. Tickets are on sale now to see the Indy Ignite. Whether you're looking for a fun time with family or a great night out with friends, join the fan firestorm at Fisher's Event Center this season to watch Indy Ignite continue to make history as Indiana's first professional women's volleyball team. Get your tickets today at IndyIgniteVB.com.
If you love the speed, the power, the pure electricity of NCAA volleyball, experience it at the next level with the Atlanta Vibe. Watch world-class athletes firing rockets from the service line, diving for impossible saves, and battling point for point in the most exciting volleyball atmosphere anywhere. Catch the vibe and get tickets now.
You've got to get off the couch, off the phone, and join thousands of other screaming fans for a nail-biting, heart-pounding, in-person experience you have to see to believe. It's the NCAA D1 Women's Volleyball Championship. Sign up for pre-sale news and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
Every match is a new opportunity. Every win brings you one step closer to becoming a champion. This is Major League Volleyball, where the sport's top stars take the court to compete for greatness. Keep watching. It's not just a sport, it's a calling. At Spalding, we've spent years crafting high-quality equipment that honors that passion. As the official net system supplier to Major League Volleyball, we're proud to support the game at its highest level, where precision, durability, and performance matter most. Because when you give your all, you deserve equipment that does too. Spalding Volleyball, Trusted by generations, built for champions. What's our vibe? It's explosive, it's powerful, it's fun. Every serve hits hard. Every block hits harder. This is Atlanta's pro volleyball team. All ATL, all vibe. The energy is unmatched. Come see what the hype is about. Catch the vibe and get tickets now at atlantavibe.com.
Two sets in from the Fishers Event Center, and we are tied at 1 apiece. After Indy takes set 1, it's Atlanta 25-16 in set 2. We welcome you back inside the Fishers Event Center. Bria Losick, Noah Reed back with you. Bria, you brought it up in the interview with Coach just moments ago, but 8 blocks for Atlanta through the first 2 sets, and the defense in that second set specifically was the story.
And they've been consistent, 4 and 4 set 1 and set 2, and that was really the bright spot for them. It's really been Aiko Jones and Raven Colvin. They're both so dynamic at the net.
Yeah, first set went the way of Indy. Second set, Atlanta came back and really put it to them in that second set. And again, it was because of that defense and the block up front for Atlanta.
For sure, and Indy, because of that block established by Atlanta, only hit a little bit above that 0 line, and so they were not really able to hit that efficiently. And you see Aiko Jones there fired up. A lot of team blocks, solo blocks, they were able to get it done.
Yeah, Indy, one of the best hitting teams in the league at 238 on the season, held to just 128 through the first 2 sets. Blake Muller, though, in that first set specifically, was on a tear.
You saw in that last clip, the slide, that's her bread and butter, but she's also so good, quick in the middle, and she's playing with a lot of intensity, which is exactly what Indy needs in set number 3. They were a little disjointed, but Blake Muller has been physical both offensively and defensively. You see they're covering the block as well, and then this was the moment right there, and she knew it. That's how you get the party started.
Had a really great first set, 4 kills on 8 attempts, but only had 2 swings total in that second set as we take a look at the stats. Through the first 2 sets, Indy was really efficient in the first set, took a big dip in the second, large in part due to those 4 second set blocks by Atlanta. Neither team hitting all that well, though. It's been a defensive game through the first 2 sets.
Yeah, we've mentioned at the net for Atlanta, but how about McKissick and a lot of other players just bouncing around? They've been able to keep so many balls up, and it's caused a little bit of chaos as well. And you see that efficiency number for both sides. So many of these plays have been both teams running around and not exactly in rhythm.
And I think if you told Atlanta you're going to come on the road, be tied 1 apiece, and that's including Leah Edmond only having 4 kills total when she averages 4.5 per set, I think that's something you take if you're the Vibe.
For sure, but you're also not wanting to look too far ahead, but you're also saying, hey, we've had 3 straight 5-setters, 2 that we've lost in a row, so 1-1, you're thinking, I don't know. Is another one in store?
Are we on our way to a 4th straight 5-set match for the Atlanta Vibe? Tied at 1 apiece, Indy takes set 1, Atlanta responds in set 2, and now it becomes a best of 3 inside the Fishers Event Center, where Indy is looking for its first home win of the season. Opened the year with 3 straight road matches going 3-0. Lost the home opener to Omaha on Saturday, and now in the second match of a 4-match home span, the Indy Ignite looking for that first home win.
And it's interesting how the schedule was laid out, like you said, starting off on the road, and now you're going to be in front of your home crowd. And this is an atmosphere like no other, and this Indy team as well is so fun to watch, and they really play with a lot of fire and passion together, and just bouncing that off with the crowd as well.
Indy takes set 1, Atlanta in set 2, and off we go in set 3. Colvin off the slide is rejected. How good has Blake Muller been tonight?
I mean, I'm not even surprised that she starts it off in set number 3.
The swing for Edmond, she tools the block. Muller got a hand on it, but it went flying out of play, and we're tied at 1.
Leah Edmond getting it started in set number 3 for the Vibe. Gets it off that left hand of Moeller.
I gotta imagine that's an emphasis for Atlanta to get Leah Edmond more involved. Ajani Taylor spins it off the block for the Ignite.
And it feels like the stars for both teams are just trading points. They're both starting out so fast, and all of the points so far have been tooling off the block.
Ajani Taylor, a former All-Star. All-Star game was played in this building a year ago. Cross-court swing, it's an Atlanta point for Leah Edmond.
And one thing you don't want to do is have Leah Edmond be on an island, and that's what she was with a solo one-on-one opportunity there.
And if you give Leah Edmond one-on-one, she's going to win that just about every time. Point Indy. Atlanta was over the top of the net on the block attempt, and the Ignite have a 1-point lead early in set 3.
Is it just me, or is the intensity in this room just dialed up a couple more notches in set number 3? You can feel it with both teams.
Yeah, very critical set. Point for Atlanta.
Against the Ignite football.
Kayla Lund right back for the Ignite to push them in front.
And the Vibe are signaling that Lund threw it down. A little disjointed, it was tight at the net. Tuninga had to just have one hand on it. But we play on, but multiple Vibe players were signaling that Lund threw it down.
So it's Blake Mueller to serve for the Ignite. Back set, Jones dug up. It's Taylor on the overpass. Right back to Jones. This time she goes off speed and perfectly places it over the top of the front line defense.
Jones to serve for the line.
Indy gave her so much room, and Vibe took advantage of it.
Kayla Lund splits the block. Kayla Lund, a 4th-year pro, spent last year with San Diego, comes here to Indy, has been so effective to begin the year for the Ignite. Tuaninga's swing goes right into the net.
And that's a tough server for the Ignite to get off the line early. Especially when these teams are trading points, someone has to go on a run here.
It's Martin, caught it on the way down, still has the kill.
Yeah, you said it. Martin had to adjust mid-air. Great job of going around the block when it wasn't exactly comfortable.
Had a great defensive match a little over a week ago. 11 blocks, was named the player of the week in the league. Off the slide, Corey Lewis with the kill for Atlanta.
And Avery Carlson has done such a great job identifying the solo block, and especially remember Mena over there on the pin, just 5'8". So identifying those matchups has been key.
Taylor bounces it off the tape and the kill. You said it, trading points back and forth in this 3rd set. Lund with the set. Lecator member Mena squeezes it through the block. Couple in a row from the Ignite to take a 2-point lead.
This isn't something you see all the time. Lund goes up for number 2. And member Mena just able to power through.
Serve from Martin goes into the net to follow. The Vibe pull back within 1. Oh no, coach might have to give Kayla Lund some more setting reps. Says Taylor had to adjust to it, poked over by Mueller. Carlson goes far, pin, And it's Leah Edmond, who had just 4 kills total in the first 2 sets. She's already got 3 here in the third.
Leah Edmond is incredibly hard to stop when she gets going, just like Ajani Teeler and Member Mena. She has really wide range and is able to mix up her shots.
There's Teeler rolling it off the block.
Teeler goes high hands, and she knows that the Vibe had a lot of success with that block early and gets Colvin on her way down.
She's now back to serve. Carlson with the back set. And once again, Leah Edmond.
Mentioned before how Edmond is usually a name you say over and over and over again, and now you're starting to do that.
In the first 9 points for the Vibe in this third set, she already has 4 kills. Lekator member Mena popping it off the block to Aninga. Ajani Teeler rips it down the line. You mentioned it early in this set, Brea, but the stars are just trading points back and forth.
Edmond, Teeler, Moeller. I mean, who else wants a piece of the pie?
Tied at a set apiece. The Ignite up 1 here in the third. The overpass, and Colvin wide left of the line.
Member Mena serving.
Member Mena popping it off the tape for the ace. A quick 3-0 spurt from the Indy Ignite forces Atlanta to take a timeout. It's a 12-9 lead for the Ignite, and it can go without saying it. It's obvious, Brea, but when you're tied 1-1, this third set is crucial, and it's been very well played on both sides so far.
And after hitting below 100 in set number 2, the Ignite have came out swinging and adjusted to the block really, really well. And I'm looking at Teeler. She's had a couple of different swings that have gone off the block and tooled. And this Ignite team is hitting 67% efficiency.
That'll get the job done more times than not.
But I mean, you look on the other side with Atlanta, and they're hitting about half of that, which is still really, really good.
Ajani Teeler for Indy and Leah Edmond for Atlanta, both a perfect 4 for 4 in this set. They give a swing to Raven Colvin out of the middle, and the side out of the timeout for the Vibe.
And I love that call from Avery Carlson to run it through the middle, right out of the timeout. Get your offense started fast.
Lund turned back. Indy scrambling. Lund gets another good swing on it. Carlson goes far pin to Timmer. Back sore, back set. Teeler rejected up front. Moeller and Lund combined for the Ignite.
You see there, Moeller able to close that seam. Lund getting involved.
Lead stretches back out to 3 for the Ignite with Blake Moeller serving. She goes into the net. Such a great first set serving for the Ignite with 4 aces, but a lot of service errors over the course of these last 2.
And that does come with serving aggressively, or in Blake Moeller's case, serving very short. It's called out every single time by the coaching staff and all the Vibe players every time she's behind the line.
Martin into the back corner.
Martin is someone that has a quieter personality on the court, so you might not always notice her until you do. She's moving her body in such a dynamic way and is able to adjust in the air.
Elena Scott laying out for it again, and it turns into a point for the Ignite. She's unreal.
And there's that run that the Ignite want to go on.
This was tied 9-9. Since then, a 6-2, make it 7-2 run. Kayla Lund drills it on the overpass. Indy Ignite trying to take a 2-1 lead, up 16-11 here in set 3. Brought to you by Lilly, a medicine company. A 7-2 run for the Indy Ignite. They've taken a 16-11 lead here in the third set as Major League Volleyball, brought to you by Lilly, a medicine company. And a large reason for that 7-2 run and this 5-point lead in this third set, Bria, the play of Ajani Teeler, who's been spectacular all night, but specifically in this third set, really efficient.
She has 4 kills on 5 attempts, so not exactly perfect, but she's playing like it. She has so much confidence, and Indy has not hit into the block one time in this set number 3 after being blocked 8 times before in the first 2. And Teeler has adjusted really well, and she's a player that really takes on a leadership role on this squad. We saw it last season when Member Mena went out with injury, and we really thought that Member Mena was going to be that #1 star on this Indy team. And Teeler stepped up in the moment, and now they truly are that 1-2 combination.
Teeler was a rookie in 2024. She started as a practice player, and by last season in 2025 was an all-star in this league and has become one of the best players in the league as Atlanta gets a much-needed point out of the timeout to pull within 4. Pia Timmer serving. Teeler? Not a touch. They were asking for it, but don't get it. A couple in a row from Atlanta.
Teeler trying to hit high hands and can't get a touch. This is a much-needed side out for Indy.
They'll get it with Lydia Martin out of the middle. Back set to Dixon, rejected.
We've mentioned Lydia Martin on offense a couple different times, but she's able to close the block so effortlessly. It's her eyes. She tracks it down right away, and she was waiting for them at the pin.
Right back from Corey Lewis. Atlanta pulls back within 4 on a point they needed late in the third set. Lydia Martin, great effort, chasing it down, free ball back to the Ignite. Back set to Taylor, roll shot, point Indy.
Really smart shot by Taylor there. The vibe is all out of sorts from that last defensive play, and Taylor sees that she set it up well before. She's went with power time and time again and hasn't really utilized her finesse that much and uses it in the correct moment.
5th kill of this set for Ajani Taylor. Her team's up by 5. A chance to take a 2-1 lead here at home with Emma Holter coming in to serve for the Ignite. Little miscommunication up front for Atlanta. They are scrambling to keep it alive, and then it was out of bounds on the swing from Taylor. Point Atlanta.
And Taylor wants that one back, and Atlanta is thankful for it for sure. They were out of sorts during that play as well. A couple back-to-back where they haven't been able to be in system.
So Atlanta fortunate to get that point, but nevertheless, they do get it. Down 4. Avery Carlson, the setter, is serving now for the Vibe. Taylor pushes it right into the block. This is Moeller in the middle. Edmond off the block, point Atlanta.
And that's where Edmond's experience comes in. Out of system, Timmer has to set it up, and Edmond goes cross court.
Her 5th kill of this set after 4 total in the first 2 sets for Leah Edmond, who averages 4.5 kills per set. The overpass is drilled through by Raven Colvin. A lead as many as 5 in this set for Indy has quickly been shrunk to 2, and Indy needs to take a timeout.
And you would think on this last play that Raven Colvin just fries a hole right in the court. Straight up, straight down, and if there's a play that's gonna kind of switch the momentum here, that's a big one.
Raven, an Indianapolis native, went to school at Purdue. Her dad, a 10-year NFL vet where he won a pair of Super Bowls with the New England Patriots. Has had success against Indy. And here in her homecoming, trying to will Atlanta to a 3rd set win. Down 5. They've gone on a quick run here of 3 straight. Pull back within 2. Carlson continues to serve out of the timeout. Serve goes long, point Indy, up 20-17.
Serving.
Back set, Edmond picked up by Lund in the back row. Moeller from the middle, plants it in the back.
And right from the jump, Moeller wanted that ball right away. She calls for it right off the pass. Quick approach, gets her feet right, and goes deep court.
Tuaninga has done such a great job balancing this offense today through these 3 sets. Point Atlanta. Lauren Bertolacci and the entire Ignite bench asking for a lift. So point Atlanta, Vibe still within 3, Edmond serving. Late stages of set 3 with the teams tied at 1 apiece, and Ajani Taylor squeezes it through the block for the point.
And Ajani Taylor is in gamer mode right now. Right after she got that in between the block, collects the ball and takes it back. All right, Rewind, let's do it again.
And Lecator member Mena follows it up with an ace. Lead is back to 5 for the Ignite. And a timeout, Atlanta. Atlanta got it down to 2. But Indy called a timeout. They pushed the lead back out to 5 and just 2 points away from taking a 2-1 lead in front of the home crowd.
And member Mena is such a great player to have at the line right now if you're Indy to close this one out. Her serve at her best is around 60 to 65 miles per hour. That last ace, she took a little bit off of it, and it catches teams off guard. You already have to deal with the velocity, but then all of a sudden she just drops one right there.
Yeah, nasty serve Lecator member Mena has. Lead is 23-18. Indy has gone on a 4-1 run since they called the timeout a little bit ago. They have forced Atlanta to take one of their own. And after the ace, Lecator member Mena stays behind the line. It's back-to-back. Set point for the Ignite.
And her teammates love it. The crowd loves it.
Back-to-back aces for Lecator member Mena has given the Ignite set point. She will not win it with an ace here. Edmond has to chase it down. Carlson looks to Timmer. Timmer again. Cross court and right between the two back row defenders. The Vibes stay alive here in the set.
And Timmer has really stepped up in key moments. She's been a little bit quiet throughout the night, but in those moments, she's able to side out.
Ava Martin comes in for the first time to serve, a 3-time All-American at Creighton. Teeler, overpass flies out of play. Indy takes the set, 25-19, and the Ignite are one set away from their first home win of the season. 25-19 in set 3. We head to the 4th set, brought to you by Lilly, a medicine company.
You've got to get off the couch, off the phone, and join thousands of other screaming fans for a nail-biting, heart-pounding, in-person experience you have to see to believe. It's the NCAA D1 Women's Volleyball Championship. Sign up for pre-sale news and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
Every match is a new opportunity. Every win brings you one step closer to becoming a champion. This is Major League Volleyball, where the sport's top stars take the court to compete for greatness. Keep watching.
From your favorite athletes to your favorite music, listen to everything you love and so much more with the free iHeartRadio app. From live play-by-play to your favorite game day anthems and the biggest sports podcasts in the world, the iHeartRadio app lets you take it all with you and stay connected to your favorite team wherever you go. Download the free iHeartRadio app today.
If you love the speed, the power, the pure electricity of NCAA volleyball, experience it at the next level with the Atlanta Vibe. Watch world-class athletes firing rockets from the service line, diving for impossible saves, and battling point for point in the most exciting volleyball atmosphere anywhere. Catch the Vibe and get tickets now.
The roar of the crowd, the power in every swing, the grit of each play. There's no doubt we play with fire. Tickets are on sale now to see the Indy Ignite. Whether you're looking for a fun time with family or a great night out with friends, join the Fan Firestorm at Fisher's Event Center this season to watch Indy Ignite continue to make history as Indiana's first professional women's volleyball team. Get your tickets today at IndyIgniteVB.com.
It's all smiles for the Indy Ignite after the set 3 win. Lauren Bertolacci was not happy with how set 2 looked. Her team responds 25-19 in the third, and now the Ignite have a chance to win it here in the fourth, Bria.
And we talked about how the block for Atlanta was really causing problems for Indy. Well, guess what? Set number 3, 0 blocks. Indy found a way to get around it, hit off high hands, tool it off the block, be a little bit more creative, and have a better game plan of how to go about that. And also just kind of reached a new level. I feel like there were so many different players that you could see the intensity went up, especially Teeler. 7 of her 12 kills that she has in this match came in set number 3.
And 4 of them were very early in that set to set the tone. She had kills on each of her first 4 swings of the night. And those blocks that you alluded to, no blocks in the third set for Atlanta after they had 8 in the first 2, 4 apiece in the first and second sets. So here we go in set 4 with Avery Carlson serving. Atlanta down 2-1 on the road. Lecator member Mena spins it off the block. Teeler has to chase it down. Member Mena again zips it long. No touch. Point Atlanta.
Atlanta starting the service pressure early on. Forced Indy out of system there and starts off strong in set number 4.
Kayla Banworth thought that was the biggest key tonight. Said they had to serve aggressive to get Indy out of system, because when they're in system, it looks a lot like that. Ajani Teeler evens it at 1.
Johnny Teeler just picking up right where she left off, there on the right pin.
Jones down the line.
With the kill point, 5. Leah Edmond to serve for Atlanta.
Aiko Jones has not had her best night offensively, but you see it there, able to slip between the block and maybe get something going.
Yes. Timmer way over the top. She couldn't even get to it. Not a great pass. Point Indy. Lecator member Mena had 2 big aces back-to-back at the end of set 3 to help lead the Ignite to the win. This time she goes into the net, service error. Atlanta is in front by a point. Right on the line on the serve from Raven Colvin, who's done a bit of everything tonight for Atlanta.
And it seems like when one team is on serving, the other is off.
Colvin's ace immediately follows an Indy Ignite service error. Back set, up tempo to Blake Moeller.
Blake Moeller had such a presence in that first set. And here she is in set number 4, getting it done right out of the middle, quick tempo.
Both offensively and defensively tonight for Moeller, who's serving. Timmer off the hands. This time it's Martin in the middle. Back set, Edmond from the back rips it through.
Leah Edmond is a player that is so versatile and is able to be really effective on all areas of the court. And that just shows her experience too in her volleyball IQ, knowing where to go, especially with how much you can see when you're hitting back row.
Kayla Lund, oh, kept alive. Great effort from Carlson to keep it up. Now Carlson sets back row Edmond. Dumped over by Tuaninga. Blocked by Martin.
Outside.
Scott gets the second touch. Teeler picked up in the back.
Cover!
Timmer is rejected. Lydia Martin along that front line for the Ignite.
Atlanta having to run all over for that last point, and Lydia Martin was just sitting, waiting.
Pulls the Ignite within a point. Tuaninga, who has 2 aces in the first set, goes long here. Lead is back to 2 for the Vibe.
Tina Timmer to serve for the Vibe.
Taylor splits the back row defenders.
With the kill.
Johnny Taylor is able to be effective 9 times out of 10, it feels like. When you really need a side out or you need a big moment, Taylor is always willing to step up.
Edmonds blocked back. Carlson looks right back to her, this time off speed. Dumped over by Carlson. Tuaninga's there to play it. Member Mena zips it cross court to McKissick. Back row touch, Timmer. Member Mena denied. Point Atlanta.
Atlanta's block reading that well, and Indy was out of system in that last sequence.
Lydia Martin drops it down.
I mean, that's just textbook all the way around. Elena Scott starts it off, perfect pass, and then running it through the middle, Lydia Martin able to terminate.
Colvin just missed the line. Point Indy.
Good idea there by Colvin, but just couldn't execute.
So instead, it's a couple in a row for the Ignite. They've tied it up at 7 with Lydia Martin serving. Overpass. Atlanta's got a chance in system. Colvin blocked back, and it hits the line. 3 straight for the Ignite to take the lead.
Remember Mena reading the ball well and getting her outside hand on it, just taps it down.
Overpass, Moeller, right to McKissick. Back set. Taylor, look out!
Taylor just shows off her power in that last one. Huge seam. Colvin unable to steal the block there, and Taylor takes advantage.
Match high 15 kills now for Ajani Taylor. Edmond has the response for Atlanta. Even after those first 2 sets where Leah Edmond was pretty quiet, 4 total kills in the first 2, she now has 11 kills on the night for the Vibe. Back set to Taylor. Timmer lunges after it. Moeller. Atlanta's in the net. Point Indy. Lead is 2 for the Ignite.
Both teams working hard and getting deeper into set number 4. You can tell that the tempo is starting to wear on them a little bit.
Not a great first touch here. Has Atlanta scrambling. Still get a good swing from Timmer. Back set. Moeller on the slide. Rejected, but out of play. Point Indy.
Blake Moeller doing Blake Moeller things there on the slide. Adjusted well, that set was low to the net.
Overpass flies out of play, and Indy continues to stretch the lead up to 4. with a chance to close it out in the fourth set, forcing an Atlanta timeout. It was Atlanta who jumped out to a lead in this fourth set, but it has been all Indy recently, leading 12-8 about halfway through this fourth set.
And we saw that in set number 3 as well, both teams trading points, but then Indy the one that's able to pull away for a couple of points, and that's what makes the difference.
Chance to move to 4-1 on the season, open the year 3-0 with 3 road wins, then lost the home opener on Saturday against Omaha in 4 sets. Chance to bounce back and give the home fans their first win of the year in this building. And what would be Lauren Bertolacci's first home win as the Indy Ignite head coach as well. Colvin tried to adjust. It's blocked by Moeller, who's done everything tonight.
Moeller there once again at the net, ready to meet the set. That was just a little bit too tight and low.
Her 5th block of the night pushes the lead up to 5. There's no block in that one from Leah Edmond.
And she's in business, heads straight back to the service line. She's a player that can take over a match. Started out quieter, but she's starting to make more of an impact.
Lecator member Mena, too strong. Indy was immediately asking for a touch. It is not granted, point Atlanta. But we will be taking another look at it.
And Blake Moeller was really pleading with her coach there. She was certain there was a touch.
If it was, it might have been Colvin for Atlanta. Indy's been unsuccessful on a couple challenges tonight.
Both of those being block touches.
Is the 3rd time the charm. Let's see.
And with challenges, you really have to be strategic about it if you're either team, because this year MLV is only allowing 1 challenge per set. That's a change from last season. Last season they were granted 2. So really having to trust your players, trust your instincts.
So there is a successful challenge. How about that? Just got the fingertip of Raven Colvin. So instead of 13-10, a 2-point swing makes it 14-9 Indy.
And that's a huge momentum switch, especially when you have member Mena at the service line.
Exactly who you want behind the line as well if you're Indy, with Lecator member Mena. Colvin is rejected. Who else would it be but Blake Moeller?
And Kayla Lund can't believe it. I don't think this crowd can. Blake Moeller has had some highlight reel type of solo blocks tonight. She just keeps racking them up. She might be going for Lydia Martin's 11 blocks. I don't know.
Yeah, she's got 6, so she's got a little bit of work to get there. Indy as a team, though, 1 block after another. This time it's the setter, Mia Tuaninga. 16-9 is the lead. The Ignite cruising towards a 4th set win. Tonight brought to you by Lilly, a medicine company. A fourth set that was 8-7 just a little bit ago. An 8-2 run for the Ignite have them on the verge of a 4-set win tonight and a chance to prove to 4-1 on the year. Lecator member Mena serving out of the timeout. It's just a bit long. Point Atlanta.
Try to go for the back line, but the Vibe will definitely take that coming out of the timeout and needing a momentum swing here.
Joust at the net. It's on the Atlanta side. Back row touch for Edmond. Back set. Moeller on the slide, pushed back. Kayla Lund off the hands, upped by Carlson, and drilled down by Kayla Lund. And her head coach loved it.
Yep, immediately gets the high five from her head coach. And that was so difficult. She was able to adjust her body and go cross court. I think that's the most fired up that I've seen Coach Bertolacci.
Was not happy after the 4-set loss on Saturday. Said even in the 1 set they won that she didn't think they played well. Taylor Landfair just checked in moments ago, tried to keep it up, couldn't. Point Atlanta. Taylor Landfair, part of that Nebraska team this year that opened the season 33-0 before being upset by Texas A&M in the Elite Eight. Aggies went on to eventually win the national title.
11 Shannon Shields and 24 Anna Dixon. Shannon Shields to serve.
Shannon Shields serving. Bum set McKissick. Timmer too long. No touch. Point Ignite.
That side of the court of Martin and Tuninga, they're able to close the block, and they really don't give that many inches for hitters to work with, so they're forced to try to get high hands, and Timmer went long there.
Lewis from the middle. Quick response for Atlanta. Needed that side out. Lecator member Meta from the back row. Point Atlanta. Martin upped by McKissick, chased down by Ava Martin. Member Mena this time.
Member Mena put all of her body into this one.
6-point lead with Kayla Lund serving. Shields back set, Dixon down the line, plants it in the corner.
And all Elena Scott could do there was duck. I mean, there was some zip on this from Dixon. Beautiful placement too.
Lewis's serve slides out to the right. Point Indy, they've hit the red zone.
And after that service error for the Vibe, this is kind of the time where, yes, you still want to serve aggressively, force them to be uncomfortable in their offense, but at the same time, you're in the red zone. You can't really give that many mistakes up.
Emma Holter, the rookie from Texas, serving, an Indianapolis native. Dixon cross court. Last 2 points for Atlanta have come from Anna Dixon.
She went line the first time. This time, rips it across her body. Once again, member Mena over there on the pin, and she's the only one that's putting up the block. So another great job of Atlanta being able to identify that and setting up opportunities for their hitters. Eva Carlson back at the line, and she's a big part of that.
Back set to Teeler. Point for Indy. Net violation there on Atlanta.
Serving is 19 as of Teeler.
Carlson goes outside to Edmond. Lecator member Mena, it's upped by Martin, who now gets a back row swing right into the block of Indy. Point Ignite.
And who else but Blake Moeller in the front row. Tuninga with the celebration. Great job by the setter getting up.
Off the slide for Colvin. Scott has to chase it down in front of her own bench. And a free ball back to Atlanta. Edmond spins it off the block. It's returned. Edmond with another swing. And this one flies out of play. Point Atlanta.
Points for Atlanta.
Back set, Moeller upped by McKissick. Colvin from the middle. Back set, Teeler. Jones denied. Indy's defense has been so good in the third and fourth sets.
Blake Moeller put in the work on that last play. She was flying over side to side, both pins. Also calling her shot on offense, so many different times that she had to go up. And even after 4 sets, she's still keeping up the tenacity.
7 blocks for Blake Moeller tonight. Oh, miscommunication. Now Moeller on the overpass with the swing. To Aninga, back row to Lecator member Mena. It's blocked. Point Atlanta.
And how about the rookie here, Ava Martin from Creighton, getting the block, triple block put up by Atlanta and read that back row play really well.
Martin, the Big East player of the year this past season at Creighton. Did not see her in the first 2 sets, but she has played here in the third and fourth. Johnny Teeler down the line. Match point Indy. Carlson back set, Jones roll shot, and down in front of a diving Blake Moeller. Atlanta stays alive here in the fourth.
Number 2, Ignite fans, light it up, light it up, light it up.
Indy looking for its first home win of the season right here. Dumped over by Tuninga, and the setter wins it for Indy. Indy moves to 4-1 on the season with their first home win of the year in 4 sets against Atlanta.
This team is so fun to watch all around. I mean, you saw Tuninga ending it all, calling her shot, and then the celebration after. This team plays loose when they're at their best, and so many different players are able to get involved. You talk about the night that Johnny Teeler had. I mean, Blake Moeller as well. I mean, we can say her name 7 times, in fact. That's how many blocks she had.
After losing the home opener on Saturday, Indy comes right back with a win tonight to move to 4-1 in their second of a 4-match homestand. So a couple more in this building in front of the home fans for Indy to continue to play. Gotta love the energy and excitement after a W.
And also all the fans and coaching staff in pink on Pink Ribbon Night.
Another thrilling Indy Ignite victory means it's time to celebrate.
3 straight road wins to open the season. Now a home win, moving to 4-1. For an Indy Ignite team that last year in their inaugural season went all the way to the championship match before losing. High expectations coming into this season.
Family Fort Bello fans, make Parks Place Volleyball your go-to spot to keep the good vibes going. Our next match here at Fisher's Events.
You said it though, Bria. It was one player after another tonight. Very balanced effort for the Ignite.
This Saturday.
This is a team that at the start of the season has gotten their pins going at times, their middles going at times. Now they got it all going in this one.
A 4-set win tonight for the Indy Ignite as Lauren Bertolacci, the head coach of the Indy Ignite, joins us. Coach, we talked to you after set 2. I know you didn't like the way that one looked. What changed in the 3rd and 4th sets tonight?
Honestly, I said to the girls now, I don't think we found our flow in this game, but it's very important for us to understand that we don't need to play well to win. We need to win. And I think we did a very good job tactically, and we got some good blocks and defense in key moments, some good tactical serves. So regardless of if we saw the best version of Indy Ignite today, we were still able to win, and that's really, really important for us.
You mentioned the blocks and defense. Blake Moeller was on one tonight, 7 blocks from her. What can you say about her performance and also her leadership on the court?
Yeah, she's jumping through the roof right now, so she's hard to get past. She does a great job, very energetic player and blocking really well in the 2 games that she's been in, so we're really, really happy with her.
Coach, congratulations on the win tonight, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you so much, guys.
That is Lauren Bertolacci after an Indy Ignite win, their first home win of the season, to move to 4-1 on the year. Atlanta drops to 2-4 now with 3 straight losses. As we take a look at tonight's stats, brought to you by Lilly, a medicine company. 212 is maybe not the most efficient night offensively for Indy, but certainly a lot better in the 3rd and 4th sets. But that block number is one thing that really stands out. 14 of them tonight for the Ignite.
And half of those blocks actually happened in set number 4 for Indy. So 7 blocks in one set is kind of outrageous, and that's exactly what Blake Moeller had as well.
A dominant night for the defense tonight for Indy in that 4 set specifically, but really all night tonight as the Indy Ignite win it in 4 sets tonight. They were tied up at 1 apiece after 2. They take sets 3 and 4 in the first home win of the season for the Indy Ignite. They win it in 4 tonight over the Atlanta Vibe. A big time thank you to our producer, Rachel Henderson, the rest of our phenomenal crew. For Bria Losick, I'm Noah Reed saying good night from the Fishers Events Center, where Indy wins it in 4, and the Ignite moved to 4-1 on the year.